Hi guys, welcome to Comfort Life channel. I am so happy to see you here today. Well, in this video we are preparing a DIY honey citrus shampoo. Well, the reason I really like this shampoo is that because it supports your healthy hair and scalp. You will have no dandruff and no itchy scalp, and you won't really have dry hair. Well, as you know, commercial shampoos, they use lots of harsh ingredients and chemicals, right? And most of all, they all strip your hair and scalp of the oils. That's why you have to wash your hair pretty often, and you always feel that your hair and scalp become oily pretty quickly. So in our case, the recipe is of course all natural, and it is very good for your hair and scalp, and it will of course not have the same effect as you would see probably with most of the commercial shampoos, but your hair and scalp, they will need to normalize the oil production. So when we're moving to the recipe, I would just say we will need 1 cup of water. I wouldn't recommend using hot water, but warm would be really good, so we could dissolve some honey in it. So honey is the main ingredient in this recipe, and as you know, honey is so good for your face and for your hair, of course. Actually a great DIY beauty product and an ingredient, of course. And for 1 cup of water, we shall need 5 tablespoons of honey. Another reason I like the shampoo is because it helps to restore the natural hair's pH balance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It also helps to kill the bacteria. It restores the moisture of your hair and scalp, and it also prevents the dandruff. And of course, the most important thing, it doesn't strip your hair of the natural oils. So just a little note here, of course, once right after you use this shampoo, you might feel that your hair gets oily quicker rather than when you do with a commercial shampoo, but you need to give your scalp some time so it could adjust for this natural oil production. So the next ingredient we are going to need is the essential oils. Well, I normally use lemon essential oil and tea tree essential oil, but if you don't have any on hand, you could obviously substitute for, I could recommend lavender essential oil. It's really good for your scalp. You could also use rosemary. It's very good for the same thing, and the peppermint. So if you, so I'm going to use 5 drops of lemon essential oil, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 drops of tea tree essential oil. Well, as you know, tea tree has really good cleansing antibacterial effect, and because I'm a huge fan of peppermint, because I think it really does so much good stuff for your scalp and hair, I'm also going to use Castile Soap. It contains peppermint essential oil. Well, basically the original recipe doesn't ask for using Castile soap, but I find that Castile soap is when it's added to the recipe, it sort of cleanses your hair better. I just like the effect better. So, but you could totally obviously skip that and just leave it as is. Just for your information, citrus essential oils, as any essential oils, they are highly concentrated. They are full of healthy acidic properties. That's why for storage, I would recommend using a glass bottle. And if you don't have a glass bottle, you could use a BPA-free plastic container, but make sure you add the essential oils right before you are going to use this recipe. So as I mentioned, I'm going to use Castile soap. Well, actually, I normally add about 2 tablespoons of Castile soap to the recipe. But again, this is totally optional, or what you could do, you could wash your hair with the Castile soap alone prior, applying this shampoo, and this way you will probably feel that your hair feels a lot better, sort of cleaner. But what I need to mention here, of course, is that everyone's hair and scalp is with the skin, is different, so you obviously need to see for yourself which option your hair is gonna like better. So this is it, and of course Castile soap might be essential oils free, or could contain any other essential oils, whatever you have in hand or whatever you really like. So this is the glass bottle with the dispenser glass bottle I really like to use. And as far as the storage, I won't recommend you, I won't really advise you to store it in the refrigerator, because there is no need for that. But sometimes, when let's say ingredients get too cold, honey might separate, and so it's also always a good idea to just sort of shake it every time before using it. If you're not using Castile soap, and even with the Castile soap, don't expect it to foam as a commercial shampoo because, you know, it doesn't have the ingredients for this, but the Castile soap will make it a lot more foamy, obviously. Depending on your hair length, I would say this recipe would be good for 20 to 30 uses. And you know, as far as the amount of times you need to actually wash your hair, you could, of course, it entirely depends on how you feel. You could wash it every second day, every third day, and in between the washes, you know, you could even just rinse your hair with water or just rinse your hair with apple cider vinegar. That's also a very good option. It's really great for also the restoring the pH balance of your scalp and for the shiny hair. As far as other options, you could also use aloe vera in place of water. That's also a very good addition because it's really good for your hair and scalp. And people with colored hair can use this recipe as well. And I think, you know, I'm all done here. I mean, this recipe is incredibly simple to make. I will put the ingredients and the preparation instructions in the description bar down below this video. I think I provided you with as many options as possible. This is really healthy and this is good for your hair, but I just need to mention it here again, as with any DIY products, you might really not even like it at first, but make sure you continue using it and you might totally change your mind about this. So thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you to stay very happy and healthy. If you like this video, please do put the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.